back air. That was triple back air, but he doesn't matter. And we see him going way off the stage to try to get that hold up. That might be a problem coming. He wants to use that razor leaf, but even right there, just gets stuffed out. Down there, it's up.
Today we are checking out the time where the best Mr. Game & Watch in the world, Maister, took on the world's best Pokemon trainer, Tweek. Quickly looking at what both players think of the matchup, Maister thinks that the matchup is completely even, and although I couldn't find Tweek's opinions on what he thinks Pokemon Trainer is like against Mr. Game & Watch, I found Pape, who is the 28th best player in the world's matchup chart. He also mains Pokemon Trainer, and he also thinks the matchup is even. So it seems to be quite the even matchup, and this is going to be more of a test of who is the better player, which of course I love to see.
Right now, top 6 in the world. This guy's been fighting for his family, his friends, you know, and they all support him.
Alright, Maister starts off the match running in with the classic, the huge neutral air. This short hop neutral air is so good. You're going to see Maister do it a lot. It is a massive move. It leads to really big damage off combos, and it is very safe. You see Maister spot dodge straight after it, and he's able to spot dodge before Tweek's forward air comes out. That is how safe the move is. And of course, Mr. Game Watch's up B is a really good escape option, and he can also just immediately get straight down to the ground like he does here. So Tweek commits to his double jump, and Maister knows that he is going to have to go in this direction, so he chucks out the big neutral air. The reason it's better in this situation than the up air is because he's able to short hop it, so if he lands this neutral air, it's going to combo into another neutral air and more up airs. It's also massive, so it's easier to hit compared to if he just goes for the up air here. It's a bit less likely to hit and isn't going to lead to as much damage. Now the neutral air only tips, it doesn't hit correctly, but it still leads to a grab, and he's able to get the down throw neutral air and get him in the air.
Love them and support them.
Tweek trying to land aggressively, which is just not gonna work on Mr. Game & Watch. He immediately shields, up B straight out of there, and you're back in the air again above him. It's really brutal getting up B'd by Mr. Game & Watch. And so you can see this time, Tweek does not go for an aggressive landing. He is holding straight away. He wants to get out of there. And this is really important too. As soon as he touches the ground, a lot of people would hold shield or spot dodge in this situation. But Tweek uses his movement to be safe. He dashes away. So that's really good by Tweek. He's not going to be able to get grabbed or pressured with another neutral air.
Actually, Maister, who, I mean, ever since PGR...
There we go, Maister misses an up B in neutral this time, but look how safe it is. He immediately fast forwards with a back air again. He loves to do that to just get straight down to the ground as quick as he can. Once again, Tweek getting punished for his double jump. Maister catching the landing with his dash attack. And this dash attack, if you can't get underneath them with a neutral air like he was doing before, this dash attack is also really good for catching landings because it is invincible. So yeah, you definitely do not want to be in the air against Mr. Game & Watch. You want to try and keep the game side to side. Throws out the forward air, which actually catches the tether, and now he's able to really go out there with the edge guards, which you always see Mr. Game & Watch do. And look at this, Tweek goes for the side B to get back straight away, but here is a genius move from Maister to keep the edge guard going. Mr. Game & Watch's up B is invulnerable on frames 5 to 13, so he is at no risk of being damaged if he does this up B. And as you can see, it stops the Charizard side B straight in its tracks. And although he does eventually take the weak hit, he only takes 7% damage, and Tweek is now not able to make it back. So a really genius edge guard there by Maister. So Tweek switching now to the Pokemon Trainer. I think it's because Squirtle likes to play a bit of bait and punish. He's got to run in there and get a hit. But Mr. Game Watch is so hard to actually hit because none of his moves are really punishable. He can up B out of there at any moment. So now he's pulling out the Ivysaur. And Ivysaur's got his long limbs that you can see here as he hits his forward air. And that is going to be his plan to beat Mr. Game & Watch. Range is really good against Mr. Game Watch's stubby little arms.
That these guys played. Tweek did manage to win with the 3.
Tweek chucks him off stage. Predicts he's going to go high, but Maister actually goes low. And now Maister uses the up B. Remember, it is invulnerable, so he's not at risk of getting hit by this down air. And he just goes straight past the ledge with it. So then he's not going to get ledge trapped, he just lands straight onto stage.
Can actually go PT yet again here against Maister. I mean, I understand it's a 3-5.
You can see as soon as it lands the neutral, there's those neutral airs. Look at how much damage it leads to. That move is so good. If you're a Mr. Game & Watch, you got to use those short hop neutral airs in neutral.
advantage.
Right now, Ivysaur is not doing too much. I'm actually surprised to see the stage of FD.
There's the neutral air again, and look, he can spot dodge before that Razor Leaf even hits him.
Like, you know, it's all land or all straight platform. However, like, I feel like it's better with the platforms because he has a mix-up of how he's going to land. Right now, it's perfect for Maister because he's going to throw you in the air, neutral air, and then up air you, and it's going to be...
Now here's a range benefit coming in as Tweek lands a grab to outspace Maister's dash attack. If he was playing Squirtle, he would have outspaced this dash attack, tried to punish it, and Mr. Game & Watch probably already would have been out of there with an up B or a spot dodge. But instead he uses the long range of Ivysaur to get the grab, so using this range is definitely why he's switched to Ivysaur here. And now he knows he's not going to be able to land this down air to catch Mr. Game & Watch, so he switches to Charizard, and this is going to be how he tries to get the kill now. Goes for the forward tilt to try and catch him, but Maister rolls behind. Now he goes for the down smash here because a lot of people would have a habit of after they miss this attack as your opponent rolls up, they will try and then roll in turn to get on the other side of you to get stage control back, or just simply spot dodge out of panic. So this down smash covers both those options. But Tweek, he is not panicking, he simply parries it, but Mr. Game Watch is so safe he's not able to punish it still.
He's able to actually get that KO with one of the strongest back airs in the game.
And here's the juggles. Once again, he goes for the up air when Tweek is really high. However, when he gets closer to the ground, he goes for that neutral air, a really big and really good juggling tool. Tweek just using a bit of range here with the long grab, then a long forward air.
You see that drop zone, trying to get that stop, but here comes the Charizard.
Tweek goes back to Charizard, he's looking for those back airs again for the kill. And Maister is playing very careful, he goes off the ledge, throws a forward air, goes straight back to the ledge. He doesn't want to force his way on and get caught by this back air. However, Tweek actually couldn't see in the explosion. He must have thought Maister landed on stage here and tried to outspace him, because look how far Tweek backs up. And so now Maister has a lot of room to just simply get up onto stage.
And he has the tools to...
He gets the bucket here and immediately throws it out, but it's not going to do much. The Fire Breath barely fills up the bucket. And of course, when the bucket is full, you can't reflect anymore. So Maister just gets rid of the bucket straight away, so he's still able to reflect. Now Tweek switches here to stall over the bacon. However, you can see he gets the big down smash of Squirtle and immediately wants to switch off. Goes to the Ivysaur, he's got the more range now. Tries for that down air again, and once again, Mr. Game Watch just flies past the ledge with his invulnerable up B, and you are not able to get that down air. And now that he's hit Tweek with the up B, he doesn't even need to worry about getting ledge trapped. Tweek gets flown all the way across the other side of the stage, so Tweek really needs to stop looking for those down air 2 frames and just go for ledge traps. Or try and bait out the high up B and then punish it. Now Maister, he goes for this a lot of high percent. He does the double jump high forward air, and then comes down with another forward air right before he hits the ground. If you just do a normal full hop, you can't get both these forward airs out, but if you do the double jump, he can get 2 forward airs out before he hits the ground. And this last forward air he does is very safe on shield, so if you shield it, he's actually able to grab you or jab you. There, he goes for that double forward air again, and it just hits and he gets the kill.
But Maister still keeping his lead so far, and Ivysaur, I want to see some more coming out from him.
Yes, very good spacing, of course, with those 4.
Now Tweek has adapted and he goes for the high down air this time. Unfortunately, it doesn't work though, because he didn't really bait out Maister to go for the high up B. Since Maister could see that Tweek was in the air, he just goes straight to the ledge. Whereas before, when he saw Tweek was on the ledge and ready to go for the low down air, that's when he was going for the high up B. So great recognition and just a reaction here from Maister. Maister gets up and flies out the corner with this big neutral air. It's really safe, so even if Tweek shields it, Maister's still probably going to escape the corner. And since it hit, it's even better. He gets really big damage, 2 nairs, and then the up air start coming out. Then once again, when Tweek gets close to the ground, he goes for the neutral air to juggle, and this is why, look how massive it is. This move is crazy. I can't believe that hit.
Able to use it freely. Here we go.
True. And gets that fair. Okay, Charlie.
And we know that Tweek does not want to play the Squirtle here, so he really tries to switch to the Ivysaur, but he probably shouldn't have, because now he is getting punished. He could not switch in time.
What the heck?
Now Maister goes for this big double jump forward air here, so we know that this second forward air is coming out, so I'm not too sure why Tweek runs in for the grab there. If he just chucked out any aerial, it would have beaten out the bomb, but he is going to cop that second forward air straight to the face. Now Tweek switches to the Wario here just for this game, so we're going to take a quick look at his Wario as well. Now Wario, a very tricky character. He likes to use his movement and mobility, as you can see here. He jumps away with the big double jump, and then he comes straight back in with the forward air to catch Maister there. But this is an interesting pick because Wario doesn't have much range, so it's going to be tough for him to win neutral. However, if he plays it slow and gets the waft, which as you can see is his plan here, that is how he thinks he's going to be able to get the win. Now, since Tweek is playing so defensive, Maister thinks he's going to have to run in really far to catch Tweek, and so he's going to try and overshoot. But Tweek calls this out and actually goes for the attack here with the neutral air, which catches Maister coming in. So that is really important. If you're trying to play really defensive, every now and then you have to play really aggressive to catch your opponent off guard. And look at this great follow-up he gets here with the forward air into down tilt into a fall-off forward air. He goes for the other forward air, but Mr. Game Watch's up B is too quick. And of course, Maister comes straight down to the ground with an aerial after he hits that up B. So yeah, just a lot of bait and punish here. Tweek mixing it up by jumping away and then immediately attacking sometimes. Like look here how Tweek jumps and seems to be fading away. So Maister tries to run in, but Tweek actually just fast falls straight back in with the forward air to catch Maister. So yeah, that is the secret to defensive play against top players. If you just try and only run away, they're going to catch you eventually. They know how to overshoot, so you've got to keep them on their toes and go for some aggressive attacks as well.
Especially with Tweek hanging out right above him. Tweek keeps going for that back air, so he knows he's...
Now this would be safe against almost any other character in the game. Tweek does a double jump and bikes this high up. I don't know what other character could get up there this quick, but Maister calls it out, goes for the huge up B followed by an up air, and that is the first time I've ever seen Mr. Game Watch's up air kill in my life.
Oh my gosh!
That's a rare occurrence, ladies and gentlemen.
And now Tweek's at 100%. He has to be very careful here of that big head. However, he comes in right on top of Game Watch, and Maister is gonna kill you for that every day of the week. But Tweek still has his full waft, so he is definitely still in this match.
Maister, he's probably, especially if he sees your high percent, he's going to be putting out those smash attacks. That up smash, if on block, he might sneak in that down tilt. It comes out so quick, and if you're caught unawares, you're probably...
Now, Wario is really good at pressuring shields safely. He's got a lot of safe aerials. He can also just go for the neutral B. And in fact, this time, spoiler, Tweek is just going to go down there with the full waft to try and break Maister's shield. But if you've watched my top 10 tips video, you know how to deal with people pressuring your shield safely, and that is just to go up there and hit them first, and that is exactly what Maister does. He comes out and he throws the back air before Tweek is able to do anything close to his shield, and Tweek's waft actually just is a bit too slow. And now this is worst case scenario for Tweek. You can see the waft just begin to start up there, but Maister hits him first, and now Tweek has lost his waft and he's in a very poor position here. And it's pretty much all over here. Tweek is going to have to try and camp out and get 2 full wafts to win this, but it is not looking good for him.
Great experience, understands the way Maister wants to play. You know, he helps Maister a lot, and right here, there it is, Maister.
So now we go to game 3. Tweek's campy Wario strategy did not pay off. He wants to go back to using the range, and so he's back on the Pokemon trainer, and more importantly, back on the Ivysaur. He must have messed up and not selected Ivysaur in the character select screen, because he switches to Ivysaur straight away here, and it forces him to be in the corner to start off this match.
He needs to be number 1, but definitely in a higher situation. But Maister right now, who knows, man? They say
But luckily he gets out pretty quick. You can see when Tweek has Maister in the corner, he's kind of just chucking out Razor Leafs and staying at about roll distance to constantly try and outspace Maister.
So at least as long as possible. Like, if anything, he wants to fight against Leo in grand finals. Not right now.
But there you go. When you're in the very corner, you have nowhere further to run to outspace this neutral air. And so Maister lands the neutral air, and it's going to land a lot of percent. And this is why he's always looking for that neutral air.
Pretty good start right here from Tweek. Managed to get a lot of good damage, but now being put into the corner against Game & Watch. Look at that.
Serious?
Even if he rolls.
Maister misses the back air, but uses the up B to keep the edge guard going. Once again, the neutral air to juggle when Tweek is low to the ground, catches him trying to go to the platform.
Seeing the usual conversions or like approaches that we would expect.
And now Tweek finally touches the ground, now at 95%. That shows how strong Mr. Game & Watch's juggle game is. And then he gets caught by that forward tilt anyway, and he's dead. That was almost a whole stock, just off landing that one short hop neutral air in neutral, and then keeping it going with the juggles. He gets Charizard, immediately switches to Squirtle, but we know And Maister probably knows as well now that he does not want to stay on this Squirtle for long.
Of course, we heard that.
And there we go, Tweek tries to switch off the Squirtle, but Maister of course was ready for it. Tweek has not been hiding the fact that he does not want to play any Squirtle. And so Maister is able to hit this neutral air, but luckily for Tweek, Maister messes up and doesn't keep the combo going for very long.
But we're not seeing it at all.
And once again, this is why it's important to play very aggressive sometimes when you're playing campy. Tweek keeping the roll distance, it looks like he's trying to run away, so Maister goes to chase after him. But Tweek turns straight back around, gets the grab, and since Maister doesn't want to get chucked off stage, he is holding in, which leads to this true combo of down throw to up air, and that kills so early on the light Mr. Game & Watch.
He sets him packing.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Maister, of course, as he loves to do, just go for the down throw to 9, because you know what? You might just take a stock. He gets some apples, which is pretty good anyway.
So need to get all the apples right there, bringing them back to 1.8%.
All right, and already 60%. We're not seeing Ivysaur land ever. Like, Ivysaur definitely...
Off stage, Maister is going out there every time. Mr. Game Watch is so good at edge guarding. He tries to go for this back air, but Tweek stops him in his tracks with this up B. But now if Tweek is going to make it back, he has to switch to Charizard. Maister knows this and immediately chucks down the forward air, which catches the switch. And Tweek is not able to make it back from there. Maister is relentless at edge guarding. Tweek is down pretty much an entire stock now, and also down 2-0 in the set. If he loses this, it is all over for him. And you can see Tweek in the player cam take a big gulp of water there, probably just to try and reset his mind and get his head back in the game.
Stock right here, potentially here in the set.
It's going to be hard to imagine that Tweek can be able to take this, especially...
Outspacing that neutral air again. That's why it's important to have stage control. If you're in the corner, as we saw before, you're not able to outspace that neutral air.
Ivysaur just in the air forever until he's like at about 70%. But if he can get this KO right now, F smash, nope.
There we go, outspaces another neutral air. And just really good spacing by Tweek here. All of this is just really good spacing. That's why he's landing all these wins in neutral. Until this moment right here, where Tweek's forward air was a bit too close to Maister and he gets the shield grab. And this is why it's so brutal though. Look at all this damage Maister is able to get with this juggle. 65% off one neutral win. Are you serious? However, Tweek turns it around and gets the up air, and now they're both on their last stock.
Okay, good DI up. He didn't want to hit the floor.
He's crossing him up right now. Tweek with the down throw to up B, almost gets that KO. He has to go crazy.
And now Tweek is not looking for that down air. He knows it doesn't hit. He would rather try and get a ledge trap than risk being knocked away to the other side of the stage. Catches the jump from the ledge. However, now Maister, he does not want to get ledge trapped. So instead of going back to the ledge as many people will do, he up Bs and tries to land center stage. Tweek thinks he's going to change his momentum and go to this platform, but Maister just commits all the way to going to center stage, and now he has stage control. Here's that first forward air. You already know that second forward air is going to come out. Tweek calls it out in a very interesting way. He goes for the down air and then follows it up with an up air. I've never seen this before, but I guess that is a true combo with Ivysaur off the platform. Down air into up air to get the kill. A great optimal way to punish that second forward air by Maister to get the kill. And now it's 2-1. We have Maister's counter pick. I assume we've gone to Smashville here, because it's gonna mean that Tweek cannot run away very much. Tweek counterpicked to Pokemon Stadium 2, the biggest stage in the game in terms of length, so he was able to run away a lot. Maister does not want to get outspaced. He counterpicks him with one of the shortest stages in the game. And here we go, you can see Tweek is playing very defensively from the get-go, trying to run away and outspace his moves, but he doesn't have much room to run.
History again at Congo Saga. Dispatch.
Here again, Maister misses that neutral air, and he goes for the spot dodge, which he's been doing all set. And now Tweek has adapted and is ready to punish it with an up air, which is going to lead to a lot of damage. That's a big difference with top players. They don't punish everything with just a dash grab or a dash attack. They try and think, how can I punish this spot dodge most effectively? Tweek goes for the landing up air into another up air for a lot of damage. However, you can't avoid it forever. Maister lands the neutral air. He just keeps going for it because look how much damage he gets off it when it lands. Calls him out with the back air now, and he's really got him off stage. And look at Tweek's fade back here. After he does the razor leaf, Maister comes out for him with the back air, but Tweek actually pulls back and just avoids this back air, which saves his life as he's quickly able to tether back to stage.
Spike. It's a pretty fast move right there.
Okay.
Now he's off stage, but Tweek very safely again. Look at how he holds back. He does not want to run into these back airs Maister is throwing out. A lot of people in this situation would just be holding straight in because they want to get to the ledge. Tweek knows the limits of his character and he waits out there to outspace the back airs. Now why Maister was going for this edge guard, he goes for this super low back air. So he ended up doing 3 back airs while he was out there. And now he's too low to snap the ledge. So for once, this Ivysaur down air can actually hit. It was important Tweek still went for this down air to get the kill though. Because even though Maister wasn't able to up B and go to the ledge straight away, he would have been able to up B, drop his parachute and then air dodge upwards, and he still would have made it back to the ledge.
A little too hard, and Tweek was able to counter that with that down air.
Honestly, I had a feeling that was going to happen soon because Tweek kept coming back towards the stage before Maister, and it was only a matter of time.
Here Tweek is just kind of running away, trying to keep up his spacing, but Maister calls him out and just goes for the F tilt to catch him all the way in the corner. That's the problem with this stage. That's why it was a good counter pick by Maister. You don't have far to run before you're in the corner. Now Tweek switches off Charizard to Squirtle. We know he wants to get off the Squirtle, and look how committed he is. He jumps up and switches to Ivysaur. He could have just gotten down to the ground with the invincibility of having a new stock and tried to fight it out a bit with Squirtle, but he would rather opt for being in the air with Ivysaur, which is an interesting choice. I can't really say if it's right or wrong, but now he is stuck on this platform trying to get down.
Understands that and is trying to use the disjoints of his neutral air to discourage Tweek from hanging out on there and beating him on the ground.
All right, and right now Tweek needs to be very careful of how he's landing with the aerials. We're seeing a lot of times that he just lands with the aerial, and again, Maister just up being out of shield or getting that grab after he lands with the back air.
Oh, okay.
There's that run back grab again to catch Maister's movement. That's how he's getting a lot of these grabs. A lot of these grabs isn't like reading that Maister is going to shield. It's just reading that Maister is going to run along the ground after him.
Towards you as you're drifting towards...
And now this is just Maister calling out Tweek is going to try and land on stage here. He just puts out the hitbox of forward tilt there because it kills if it hits. And then it hits, so Tweek is gone. And now this is his last stock. Let's see what he does here. And now we know he's going to try and switch to Ivysaur, so let's see how he does it. Goes to Squirtle and mixes it up. He actually just fast forwards and goes straight to the Ivysaur. Maister was expecting him to try and jump around and be floaty like he has been trying to get to Ivysaur. This time Tweek mixes it up and just straight up does it, and it catches Maister off guard, and now he's got the Ivysaur in neutral.
Wait, and to make it into grand finals of this tournament, keep it...
Tweek goes for the grab. Maybe he thought Maister was just going to hold shield in the corner, but Maister, he does a lot of spot dodges as we've seen throughout this set. He spot dodges that grab and gets a grab of his own, and that was really risky for Tweek because now he is in the air against Mr. Game & Watch.
Champion.
Uh-oh, here it is. People cheering right...
Maister chucking out that neutral air while Tweek is on the platform trying to get down. Calls out the air dodge, hits it with an up air into another up air, into the up B, and then he gets straight below him again to get out more up airs. This is why Maister gets so much damage. Look at these juggles. Maister throws out this up air to make sure Tweek cannot go high and get stage control. Tweek is going to have to either get hit by that up air or drift off stage as he's done here. Maister throws out that forward tilt to make sure Tweek doesn't go straight to the ledge. And then he goes off with the down air to catch him tethering. However, if you tech an aerial against Mr. Game & Watch and he's below you, you're going to have to tech again because he flies back up. Tweek not able to tech it, and Maister gets the kill and wins the set.
It's a player that deserves his opportunities. Ooh. And a beautiful tech right there by Tweek, but he misses the second one, and Maister is in.
However, I think there were some things to take away from both players there. Tweek, you could see how he was just very good at playing defensive, but then also getting some hits in every now and then, catching people running in, either fast falling with an aerial or just using a grab to catch people running across the ground at him. And Maister, how he looked for his combo starters in neutral. He wasn't a player who was just trying to hit his opponent in neutral no matter what it was. He wasn't just looking for dash attacks. He was looking for his combo starters, and he was looking for his forward tilts at kill percent. He knew what he was trying to hit at every percent Tweek was at, and it led to him getting a lot of his wins in neutral. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this analysis video. Let me know if you want to see more, and let me know what sets you would like to see if you do want to see more. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and leave a like.